Good evening and welcome to this week's last edition of Prime Time News. I'm Michael Madimba. We begin in the capital where the memorial service for the late former Deputy Prime Minister Makua Siku was held at Parliament Gardens earlier today. The late politician who was accorded hero status by President Dr. Hage Geingob will be laid to rest at the National Shrine tomorrow.
Humility. There was no leader in the ruling party that did it best than him in showing how humbleness and humility can be an ethos in a person. The man lives in Katutura up to today, 31 years after independence. In Katutura, it's a sign of humility.
Moving on to the Irongo region, where a 29-year-old man handed himself over to the Narraville police station in Walvis Bay on Thursday after he assaulted his girlfriend, leading to her death.
A crime report issued by the Namibian Police Force Irongo Crime Investigation Coordinator, Deputy Commissioner Erastus Ikuyu, stated that the suspect and his 26-year-old girlfriend allegedly had an argument prior to the incident. The report said it is alleged that the deceased, employed at a seafood factory, came home from work between 4 and 5 and found the suspect at their home, who immediately started accusing her of having an affair with someone else. Ikuyu noted that the suspect then allegedly started punching the deceased on the face before assaulting her with a metal hammer on the head, leading to her falling on the floor and dying instantly. The suspect then went to report the incident and handed himself over at the police station, where he was arrested. Reporting for Nampa News, Maggie Thomas.
The Windhoek City Council is still waiting for a traffic offenders report from the city police to guide the council in its quest of implementing traffic amnesty for Windhoek motorists with outstanding traffic fines.
Asked by Nampa about the progress on the amnesty this week, Windhoek Mayor Chop Amopanda said the council is not happy with the slow pace at which the council resolutions are being implemented, and this includes a traffic amnesty implementation that has been stuck due to city police not submitting the report of traffic offenders that needs to be discussed at the Criminal Justice Forum with the Prosecutor General. During the annual Windhoek mayoral address in December 2020, Amopanda announced that the city of Windhoek would grant amnesty to all drivers who have been issued with traffic fines or warrants of arrest before the 2nd of December 2020. This was to help vehicle owners, especially taxi drivers, who have been struggling to pay their traffic fines due to various economic factors exacerbated by the coronavirus pandemic. However, 9 months after the announcement was made, nothing has been done yet. The mayor said the council could do nothing without the city police report, which must be used to motivate its request with the Prosecutor General at the Criminal Justice Forum. When contacted for a comment on Thursday, City Police Chief Ibrahim Kanime said he does not see how he fits in the discussion of the report, but if he has the report, he cannot share it with the public because it is between him and the City of Windhoek Chief Executive Officer and the council.
We're shifting our attention to neighboring Zambia, where secret agents will be deployed at various points of duty to monitor police officers engaging in corrupt activities, the country's newly appointed police chief said on Thursday. Shinwa has more.
Lemmy Kajoba said there was a need to change the perception that police officers were the most corrupt among public workers in the country. The police chief said, "We therefore need to change this narrative through transformation of individual attitudes towards work and adopt the route of professionalism." He cautioned police officers against engaging in acts of corruption and cited the traffic section, security checkpoints and inquiries officers as some of the units with high rates of corruption. The police chief has since urged members of the public to report any officer engaging in corrupt practices and noted that members of the public should also desist from bribing police officers. He further stressed that every police officer is expected to play a role in rebuilding the confidence of the police force in the eyes of the public.
United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres on Thursday called for an end to attacks on schools, noting that protecting education means protecting the future. Xinhua once more compiled this report.
The UN chief told a virtual event commemorating the International Day to protect education from attack. The global community needs to say with one voice that attacks on schools must stop. The UN official said schools must be places of learning, safety and peace. Lauding education is not only providing knowledge and skills, but also transforming lives and driving development for people, communities and for societies. Nevertheless, he added, year after year, this fundamental right comes under attack. The Secretary General cited the Global Coalition to Protect Education from Attack in revealing that between 2015 and 2020, over 13,000 reports of strikes on education or the military use of educational facilities had been recorded around the world. In May 2020, the UN General Assembly established the day by a unanimous decision calling on UNESCO and UNICEF to raise awareness of the plight of millions of children living in countries affected by conflict.
Stand by for your top roundup. In the business and economic segment, we begin in the Otjozondjupa region, where residents of Otumborombonga village in the Okakarara constituency on Thursday benefited from government's rural electrification program.
The Deputy Minister of Mines and Energy, Cornelia Shilunga, switched on the power for the residents on Thursday morning. Shilunga, in her official remarks, said a total of 167 households, including cooker shops, kindergartens and a community borehole, are all beneficiaries of this rural electrification program. Otumborombonga is situated more than 20 kilometers east of Okakarara in the Otjozondjupa region. Shilunga stated, "Our government, through your Ministry of Mines and Energy, funded this program at a cost of over 9 million Namibian dollars. She said the project started in June 2020 and was completed in August 2021. The Deputy Minister added that the Central North Regional Electricity Distributor, Senaret, was tasked with the supervision and facilitation during the construction of the two phases for the low and medium electricity power lines of about 34 kilometers. Senaret also oversaw the installation of 95 streetlights at Otumborombonga. The traditional leader of the village, Solomon Topuno Vengi, on behalf of the local people, applauded government for looking after its citizens through electricity supply, even during the difficult times of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Moving on to agro-related news. An Agribank official says the agro-lending entity has disbursed loans to the value of 43 million Namibian dollars towards women, while another 38.7 million benefited the youth as clients under the age of 40 during the 2020-2021 financial year.
The bank's spokesperson Philemon Nangonya stated that the loans are part of Agribank's quest to assist women and youth in agriculture. Nangonya, in a statement issued on Thursday, said that more than 36 million Namibian dollars worth of loans were disbursed to companies and groups during the period under review, which also included female bursaries. He said the bank is determined to increase the participation of women and youth in agricultural sector and towards this goal has implemented a specific loan scheme targeting women and youth since October last year. The spokesperson said the women and youth loan schemes are different from the conventional funding of Agribank as it offers distinct terms and conditions. These terms and conditions include the provision of farming equipment or land being financed as collateral. Additionally, where the farmer has an offtake agreement with the buyers of his or her agricultural produce, such an agreement can also serve as collateral. He added that under this scheme, qualifying women and youth may access various loan products for agricultural processes within the categories of short, medium and long-term loans. The statement reads, women from the age of 18 years and above, as well as youth between 18 and 35 years, do qualify under the women and youth loan schemes. However, for agricultural professionals, there is no limit on age or gender.
Join us after the break. It's time for the weather forecast followed by the sports update. In our sports update tonight, we begin with athletics. Namibia's stock in the world of athletics continues to rise. This after Tokyo 2020 Olympic silver medalist Christine Boma set a new 200-meter world junior record with a time of 21.78 seconds on her way to winning the season-ending Diamond Golden League meeting in Zurich, Switzerland on Thursday evening. Her time of 21.78 seconds broke her own World Under-20 record, the African record, as well as the Namibia's national record, which is set at the World Under-20 Junior Championships in Kenya in August. Boma becomes Namibia's first ever Diamond League champion after beating Jamaican bronze medalist in the 100-meter race at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, Shericka Jackson, who came second in a personal best time of 21.81 seconds. Tokyo bronze medalist in the 200-meter race, Dina Asher Smith, came came third, while home crowd favorite Munjinga Kambunji was fourth. Mboma's compatriot Beatrice Masilingi could not participate in the race as she was said to be suffering from a bout of flu. Moving on to boxing news. Paulinus John Jolonimus and Anthony Yarman will trade leather in a rematch of the 10 April World Boxing Organization Africa Super Middleweight match on 16 October at Vindu Country Club. Marco Ndlovu, our sports journalist, compiled this report. The April fight was won by Njolonimus in the final 10th round of their fight during the Nesta Sunshine Tobias Boxing and Fitness Academies Together as One Part 3 Boxing Bonanza at the same venue. In that fight, Yarman had dominated the fight until the last 41 seconds, where he was caught by a powerful right overhead punch which sent him sprawling onto the canvas, and he failed to beat the referee's count, losing by a knockout. The rematch will be fought under Nesta Sunshine Tobias Boxing and Fitness Academies Together as One Part 4, which will see 5 other major fights taking place on the night. The undercards on the night will see super bantamweight prospects Matthias Hayter and Julius Schieffeni battle it out for the national title in a 10-rounder, while Charles Chinima will face Muhammad Uta for the WBO Africa welterweight title in another 10-rounder. An exciting fight is also on the cards when Philippus Enejingitumbra and Innocent Matengu meet for the WBO Global Super Bantamweight in 12 rounds. Jeremiah Nakathila will make his comeback against Zimbabwean journeyman Tinashe Madziwana before the Njolonimus and Yarman fight. Your sports roundup is up next. And with that, we've come to the end of tonight and the week's bulletin. Many thanks for tuning in. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, share, as well as click on the notifications bell to stay up to date with the latest happenings locally and globally. Don't forget to add your comments in the comment section as well. From myself, Michael Madimba, and the entire production crew, wishing you a fantastic weekend. Good night.